Hello everyone. So today we are back with another coding problem, and this is a really good one which can be asked for your TCS DC exam. This particular problem was already asked in kickoff of August 2021, and this was asked for Python. Okay, we have to code this problem in Python. Uh, so uh, so the problem statement is like this. You are given three values as an input: high, low, and n. Now high is max possible value of an array element, low is the least possible value of an array element, and n is the length of an array. You have to create an array such that its value increases initially, and when it reaches to value equals to high, we need to start decrementing it. Okay, we need all array elements within range high and low of n elements. Okay, so there is an array, we have to generate an array. It must be first in incremental order. When there is an element which is equals to value high, we need to start to decrement it. Okay, there are multiple such arrays possible, but we need resultant array which is having high element with high value at least possible index. And if such array cannot be generated, we have to return -1 within this array. Okay, now let's go with the test cases. So test cases are 10, 5 and 10, 7 and 5. So this is the highest possible value, this is the lowest possible value, and these are the number of elements. Now, if we look at this case, there are multiple possible solutions. Okay, so we can start with 7 and then 8, then 9, then 10, then again 9. So we can see that all rule apply. So first rule is that array must have 5 elements. Okay, so there are 5 elements. Second rule is all elements are must be within a range of 10 to 7. Okay, so this is the second rule, and we can see that the least possible value is 7 and the maximum possible value is 10. So all elements are within range 7 to 10. So both the conditions satisfies. So this array is also possible as a resultant output, but there is a rule. We need resultant array which is having element having high value at least possible index. Okay, so we need resultant array in which this highest value index of this highest value is least possible. Okay, so now let's take another case. So 10, then 9, then 8, then 7, and suppose that least possible value allowed is 6 also. Okay, so we added 6 here. Now one thing we can see here is here we are getting 10 at least possible index, which is 0. Index of 10 is 0 here, but one rule doesn't apply, is that the array must be incremental at first and then decremental. But this particular array is only decremental because it is having highest value at least possible index, then it starts decrementing. Okay, so this solution cannot be possible. So why we are taking this solution as an output? Because see, we started with 9, then 10, again 9, 8 and 7. So all three conditions satisfy. First is it is having 5 elements. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Second is all elements must be within range 7 to 10. So we can see that all elements are within range 7 to 10. And the third rule is that the array must be first incremental and then decremental. So we can see here we have 9 as a first value, then it increments by 1 and gets us output 10. So the array is incremental and then starts decrementing. Okay, so both all three conditions satisfy. That's why this particular output is our solution. Okay, so this is how the output can be understood. Now another case is 10, 7, 6. So for this particular case, we can start with 8, 9, 10, 9 and 7. There are also multiple solutions possible, but this is the only solution which is having 10 as the least possible index. Okay, least possible index, which is 2. That's why the output of this particular test case is this one. Then another case is 10, 8 and 5. So 5 elements, maximum value 10 and minimum value 8. So we can start with 8 again, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. So 5 elements, all elements are within range 8 to 10. Okay, so this satisfies the condition and this is the output. First it is incremental till here and then start to decrement. Okay, all three conditions satisfies. And this is the last case. So for test case 10, 8, 6, we need 6 elements. Okay, now to get output we can start with the least possible value. Okay, so we started with 8, then 9, 10, 9, 8. Now if we go one move further, we can add 7 here. Okay, 7. But we can see that 7 is not allowed within range 8 to 10. So we can, with this given inputs 10, 8 and 6, we can only with given input 10 and 10 and 8 we can get 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. Only this array can be generated, only 5 elements possible. That's why array with such a condition, these values as an input is not possible, so we are outputting -1. Okay, so this was all about this problem. Now start to think about the solution of this problem on your own, and then check the solution I am providing to you. Okay, so guys, let's now discuss about the solution for this problem. So there are 4 rules we check before getting the output. Okay, and the please go through all the rules. So we'll discuss about the fourth rule now. Fourth rule is element having values equals to high must be at least possible index. Okay, must be at least possible index. So now by that rule, if we go, what we need to actually find is the index of element having highest value. Okay, if we are getting the index of this highest element having highest value, the right portion and the left portion of the array is very easy to get. Okay, only challenge is to find the element having the highest value and its index. Okay, element having highest value, because if we are getting the index value of it, we will put the highest possible value at that particular index. Then we will uh, at left side of that remaining indexes we will decrement the elements, and also for the right side of elements we will decrement. Okay, so challenge is to get the index of this element having highest value. Another thing we need to think about is, if we observe, see, the least possible value is always at the end of the array or at the rightmost part of the array. Okay, the least possible value is at the end of the array only, always. Okay, so for this particular case, we can see that the 7 is the least possible value and it is at the end of the array. Here also the 7 is the least possible value and it is at the end of array. Here also 8 is the least possible value and is at the end of the array. Okay, so now to get this index value, what we can do, we can simply subtract high minus low. Okay, so high is 10 and low is 7, so 10 minus 7 is 3. So we are getting the position from the uh, rightmost. Okay, rightmost part. So this is the 0th position, this is the first, this is second, and this is the third. Okay, so we are getting from the rightmost position. Okay, so 3 is from the rightmost position, but we want to get the actual position. We are getting 3 and the output is 0 and this is 1. Okay, index of this 10 is 1. So to get this output, what we can do, we can simply subtract it from the total elements. Okay, so total elements are n. Okay, so n minus high minus low. So n is 5, high minus low is 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Now we are getting 2. Okay, now we are getting 2 but we want 1 as the output. Now we are getting 2 only because the array starts from 0 and we are getting the actual position of the element. So simply we just had to subtract it by 1. Okay, so subtracting it by 1 gives the actual position of the highest value. Okay, so now let's copy this formula and apply for the examples I have taken here. So n minus high minus low, so n is for this particular case n is 8 minus high minus low, so 10 minus 5, 10 minus 5 minus 1, so 8 minus 5 minus 1. Okay, so 8 minus 6 is 2. So we can simply see that the index is 2 and the highest value from this array, which is 10, is at index 2. Okay, now let's apply the same formula here. So here 8 minus 10 minus 3 minus 1. So 8 minus 7 minus 1 is 8 again, and 0. Now we can see that we are getting highest index as 0 here, but our in result the index is at 1, means the highest value is at position 1. So what we can do here, if we see the least possible index to get the output is always 1. We cannot get 0 as the highest as the least possible value for the resultant array. Why? Because if we start from 10 here, the other variables will be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, which will be only decrementing array. Only to make the array increment and decrement, we have to start from n minus 1, highest minus 1. So we started here from highest minus 1, which is 10 minus 1 equals to 9. Okay, so that's why the least possible value for the highest least possible index for the highest value will always be 1. Okay, it will not be lesser than 1. That's why if we are getting 0 or lesser values inside this index, we need to check one more condition. If index of high is less or equals to 0, we are simply reassigning its value to 1. Okay, so this is the statically we are passing, we are checking the condition, and we are statically assigning the value 1 to it. Okay, so this is what the formula for this problem and main logic for the problem is. Now let's try to write the code for this. So this is the function which I have defined. This function takes three arguments: highest, low, and n. Okay, high value, low value, and number of elements. So first we are taking a variable index of high, and then we are getting value inside it. Okay, which is same as the formula we discussed. Okay, n minus high minus low minus 1. Okay, so this is same as it, n minus high minus low minus 1. Now this is external condition we are checking. Okay, which is same as this. So if index of high is less or equals to 0, we are assigning it statically. Now these two variables we have taken, left low and right low. Okay, now what does it mean? Using this variable we are simply finding the least the more possible value at the 0th index and the possible value at the last index. Okay, so what will be the values at the leftmost part and what will be the values at the rightmost part. Okay, so we can simply apply the values here and check this formula works or not. So high is 10 minus index of high is 1, so 10 minus 1 is equals to 9. Okay, and for this particular case, highest value 10 minus n is 8, I guess. Yes, 8 minus index of high is 1 plus 1 is equals to 10 minus 7. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 9 and 10, leftmost part is 9 and rightmost part is 4. Okay, so we can see the leftmost part is 9 and rightmost part is 4. Okay, now this we are taking this variable my array, which we are returning at the last. Here in Python we can assign an array with n elements. Okay, so we are simply doing it. So suppose if value of n is 4, then array will look like this. Okay, so this is nothing but simply initializing an array with zeros in it. Okay, now we are checking one condition here. If index of high is greater than equals to n, suppose we are getting index of this highest value greater than array, okay, or at the last part of array here, then the array will suppose this 10 is at the least part of the array, okay, then the array will be only be incremental, it will not be decremental. That's why we are checking index of I greater than equals to n. So if that is the case, so if n is means this 10 value is at the last index or after this index, it is not possible. That's why we are returning -1. If left low is lesser than lower value, so suppose the leftmost part is having value lower than the given value. Suppose this leftmost part is having value 2, which is not allowed, okay. So that is one condition, and that another condition is right low is less than low. So if this rightmost part is also lesser than this value, then we the same that kind of array is not possible. That's why we are returning -1 according to given in the problem, okay. So if the such array cannot be generated, then we have to return -1. So we are returning -1. Now here in this else case, we are running a loop. Now I will not explain this logic about this logic for inside this for loop, because we are simply what we are doing. We received already the index, okay. So we are putting in one condition, which is this. We are putting the highest value, okay. So whatever the index we are receiving, we are putting the highest value for the index before this before this highest index. We are just simply decrementing the value, and index after this highest index, we are again decrementing the values. So this logic is self understood, and I will not be able to explain this as because the video length will be more than that's why I'm not explaining this. So this is how the function is, and then we have taken three variables. So high, low, and n. We are taking a variable and calling the function, passing those three variables, and we are simply printing the answer. Okay. So now let's run the code. Okay. So we are checking different conditions. First is 10, 7, 5. 10, 7, 5, 10, 7, 6, 10, 7, 5. So 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. Now 10, 7, 6, 10, 7, 6. So 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. Then 10, 8, 5. So 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. Okay. So both the outputs we are verifying, and 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. So second is also correct. 8, 9, 10, 9, 8. So third is also correct. And 10, 8, 6. 10, 8, 6. It must be -1. So yes, it is -1. And also run the last two cases. Okay, 10, 5, 8, and then 3, 8. 10, 5, 8. So 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And 10, 3, 8. 10, 3, 8. So 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So yes, so our problem is correct, and uh, we can conclude this that this is how we can solve this problem. I will upload this code on GitHub, and you can find these links of this problem and problem statement inside the description below. Okay. So if you are unable to understand this logic, please comment. Then I'll explain in comment also, or I'll make a separate video to explain this much part only. Okay. So thank you guys for watching our video. Happy learning, and stay tuned for more videos like this.